might get a good sunset as well. Brilliant. I thought the road were his. We'll definitely get the fire going with that. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's me bangers and mash. Right, well, hi everybody and welcome back to Lundy's Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm down by a lovely river area. I've got a rough area where I'm going to camp, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to ditch the Bergen, ditch the wood burning stove. Alright, I'm just going to leave everything here. I'm going to go on a quick recce before the rain kicks in again and just check and see if there's a better layout somewhere else other than this one. But this one is looking good at the moment. As you can see, it's a little bit rocky, but it's flat. I've got a couple of little trees above my head, so that's the only thing that's putting us off, because obviously I've got to have a stove going up, but I've got nice protection from rocks either side. Alright, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up there and check, because I think there's another area where I can go. But I suppose I could move out onto this bit of ground here. I'm on a camp cot and everything, so I haven't got to worry about actually laying on rocks and things. It's just about getting set up. As you can see, I've got a nice stream here as well. If that area there was big enough and flat enough, it's a bit slopey. If that was flatter, I'd be right up on the edge next to the river, to be quite honest. But yeah, I'm just about to go and do a little recce and hopefully find a nice place to camp. So stay tuned.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it.
Right, well, I've got most of my shelter set up. It's I've made a rookie error though. I went and forgot to bring me guidelines out, so I wanted to put the front of the tarp up, so I've got a canopy. So this, I can't remember what this is called. I'll put it up on the screen. I think it's got a name on it somewhere. I've had it for years. I bought this personally, and then the first time I used it, it was just leaking like mad. Loads of water in the floor and everything, so I thought I'd give it a good dousing with some water repellent stuff and then bring it out and test it. So as you can see, you've got the stove area here. It's got a mesh door, okay, and then obviously this bit comes right up. But numpty that I am, I've went and forgot my guidelines. I might have to run back up to the car and see if I can find some. But already I can see little spots of dampness coming through the floor, hence why I brought a camp cot with us to keep us off the ground as well. It's nice and spacey in there, alright, and it's very mild as well. I've just checked the temperature is now 12 degrees. What a weekend to come out and do a hot tent when I'm absolutely sweating just trying to put this up. The ground's very rocky as well, so the pegs that come with it are crap. I might have to change them out for some 9-inch nail ones I've got that I use for hill camping, just because I don't want it falling down on us. It's quite sturdy. I've got the back bit out. Now that is where I had the problem, along that ridge line down there. where the skirt comes out, the water was just pouring in through there somehow, and then down in that corner as well. But I hope I've went and sorted out the place. Now I have got a camp cot and everything else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set all that up off camera because it's going to take us ages. I'll get the camp cot put in, get me Bergen under cover, and then I might just head off back up to the car, about 20-30 minute walk back to the car, see if I've got any cordage in there at all. If not, I'm just going to have to adapt and overcome somehow. Probably use me boot laces or something. And anyway, enough waffling. I'll see you in a bit. Right, well, that's the bed set up. It's quicker and easier than what I thought. It's been a while since I put them up, but it's going to keep us off the damp ground. And anyway, as you can see, there it is. It's just a basic cot bed from Go Outdoors. I think it's a high gear one. And then I've got my pillow, air mat and sleeping bag all there ready to put out later on. I've got a DD magic carpet on the ground as well. What I'll do is I'll probably put that on the ground with me big mat I normally use as well, the Firmer S1, for something to put my feet on later on tonight. But my biggest issue is trying to find something to get for to tie up my porch area. So I'm going to go on the scavenge. I'm going to see if I can find some sort of routage or something and get that done. But as you can see, it's turning into really a nice day. It's dead mild, and as you can see, there's a nice bit of mist coming up from the river, and yeah, it's so picturesque down here, but it is a bit boggy and muddy in places. But there's my setup. I've still got my stove to do as well. The time is, sorry about the glove being on the screen, it's now 11:10. Okay, now just up on that little ridge up there, there's a big fallen tree with loads of dead wood on it, so that is going to be my fire supply for tonight. And I might even make a bit of a rock fire down here as well, and have a little bit of fire outside on the night time as well. It's going to be mild, it's just going to be wet. I've got about a 3-hour window now where there's going to be no rain, and then it's looking like it's going to be like in between 60 to 90% chance of a rainfall. Well, I mean, look, I went in the peg bag and I found 3 bits of cordage. So I've got one tied up at the moment, as you can see. So I'm just off to get a little bit of hazel now to make a pole, and then I can get the other corner up. So happy days, I've been saved. I didn't think about checking in the bag with the pegs. I forgot that they come with cordage, so that's absolutely brilliant. Like, so I'm just away up here now into that area. There's some nice bits of hazel standing up there, and I should get a decent stick off there. As you can see, the sun's out. It's beautiful today. I just can't believe it. Right, well, here's a lovely pole here, bit of hazel, which is really, really nice, long and straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come round this side, get my footing done properly. I'm just going to cut this at an angle. Obviously I'm getting a bit of dripping coming on, it's off the rain on the stuff. There we go, that's that cut. Just need to get it up and over now. Oh yeah, that's it. Nice and straight, alright. So I bet you can utilise some more of this later on, 'cause it's got a bit of a V on the top as well. So that's brilliant. So let's get the saw put away so we don't have any incidents of chopping fingers and such. Tell you what, there's some lovely little spots down here. It's just a bit slopey. Now I did go for a recce up the top end. I found a massive place which is great for camping, but it's not next to the river, and that's what I wanted for this camp. So anyway, let's get this hazel back over there. We'll get a pole made, and then we'll get the rest of the porch area put up, and then we'll start getting set up and get the wood burner up, set that up properly, and then go and get some firewood. and then I think I might get the kettle on and make a bit of a brew. Right, well, as you can see, I've already cut the pole. I'm just going to attach the cordage to the top of the pole and then get it dug in, and then I've got one of my 9-inch nails I use on tent camping to use to keep this up. Alright, I don't want to use one of them little flimsy pegs that come with this. And I think what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to go around where all the guide ropes are and the main structure points for connecting it to the ground, and change them over with these ones just to be on the safe side. With these you can sort of like hit them with a bit of a rock to get them in a bit better as well, because they're more sturdier. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig. I'm going to look and see where my line of layers coming from, where my top is, and then I'm just going to dig that into the ground, pull out of a bit of a slant, because I want the water to run down this way. Alright, I don't want it running off the other side because it'll pool in that little area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my cordage right over the top, pull it next to the pole, pull it back, and I'm going to go under, round and under, and then back over again. Okay, and what that does is it tightens the cordage onto the post, and then I'm just going to pull it so it comes in a straight line from the corner out over and down and peg it into the ground. But what I need to do first is I need to get the loop end. There we go. So that's got ready, so I can now got the tensioner ready. Put my pole and my peg into that. Pull it down to the ground. Oh, the ground's lovely there as well for putting the peg in, so that's brilliant. And then just tension that up. And that's perfect. So I've got a nice gully coming down there. It's going to run off, drip down to here and down the bank and away if it does pour down with rain later on. So let's have a quick look then. So as you can see, I've got this bit higher and it comes down. As you can see, it's got a little bit of a run off gully area, but I pulled it into the corner, and then it goes down, and then it'll come into this corner and run down the hill. So that's happy days. So now I've got somewhere to sit under. Alright, and yeah, I better get this battery charged because it's going to die soon. But I'm just loving this area, mind. So let's just have a little sweep of it. So up the top there, we've got big fallen trees all down here as well. So I'm going to be going up there later on. I'll switch my batteries over and get this one to charge, and we'll go up and we'll process loads of wood. Alright, and yeah, look at this, man. What a beautiful little area. Let's have a walk down onto the bank. You've got the stream coming all the way around. You've got loads of nice little waterfalls. A little bit of a pool there, you could go for a little dip in there if you were brave enough. And then this, look at that, and the sun glistening. Yes, I might get a good sunset as well. Brilliant. It's now 11:30, so I better get my skates on. There's my camp for the night, and I think there's enough little rocks here. The ground's sodden and it's mud underneath, so I might even have a little small fire as well. Well, it's now time to get the stove set up. I bought this years ago. It's very lightweight and compact, and I really like it, but it warps quite a lot. So let's see how easy it is to get back together. It's never been out of the box for ages. Now I've got 3 guide ropes, okay, with little D shackles on that go onto the spark arrestor, and then I tie them out to stop the stove pipe from getting blown over in high winds. It also comes with a little hook thing for doing your wood, and then this is the stove itself. The pipe's in there. It's one of them sheets that you've got to roll up and add all the rings to it. So what we'll do is we'll quickly get the camera set up, and then we'll get all this put together and see if it's rusted or anything. That's the legs in our grill that I've got and all the bits and pieces. So let's get you positioned and then we'll get it set. This is the grill that goes inside of it. Alright, then you've got the top plate, 2 side plates, and then the actual the door and then the back, and then you've got the base plate as well. Alright, so how do I do this again? As you can see, it's well warped, so I'm going to put the best bit on the bottom, and hopefully this will work for us tonight. That's it. You've got to make sure the back bit goes right the way down to the bottom, and the same with the door. Make sure you've got the door the right way up, so obviously the glass goes on the outside, this goes in like so. It is kind of warped like. There we go. And then obviously you've got the part for the pipe, the what do you call it to go in, the, you know what I'm on about. Now we've just got to get all that squared away. Yeah, that's well warped that now. So here comes the tricky part about putting this together. Obviously you've got these tiny little nuts, and you've got the butterfly nuts down the bottom. I'm going to leave the butterfly nuts down, and then I've got little legs on the bottom as well, little feet as well, but I use them as spares, to be quite honest. Alright, so keeping this together, got to try and stand it up like so. Get the screw, put it through, and try and find the other hole. Get one of these little feet. Now you've got to put it so the long bit goes in first. So all I'm going to do is just going to screw these on. Just keep moving that butterfly clip down until I get it nice and level. You don't want loads of stuff poking out the tops. I'll show you in a minute when I've got it set. I'm keeping it all pressed together in between my legs as I tighten this bit up. Here we are, we've got this big fallen tree here, come all the way from the other side of the embankment on the other side of the river, and I've got loads of branches here which are all nicely dead, as you can see. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut some long bits and I'm going to process it properly down the bottom. Oh, that's nice and dry as well. Look at that. Beautiful bits of wood this. Lovely and dry. Absolutely brilliant for fires tonight. As you can see, underneath here there's loads of nice little bits. So I'm just going to pull all these off. Lovely them. Perfecto mondo. Look at that. There's all the bits of resin and all that underneath. Great, man. Is it resin? No, anyway, get some good shit. Try that there. Oh yes. Let's get rid of all that mud on there. That'll be good to go. I want all these little fibres off the bottom. They're the best bits to get. Hopefully you can hear us. These bits are lovely and dry. Look at them. They'll go up really well. That's more than enough. That'll get the fire going. Alright, I've got about 5 big massive chunky bits, long chunky bits left to cut. So I'm going to get them done. And then I'm going to thinking about getting a brew on the go. But it's only 2:30. I can't believe the weather though. I was expecting it to be pouring down with rain. That was the weather forecast. Pouring down with rain, windy and miserable. It's been absolutely fantastic. Let's not forget my gloves. Let's get a couple of more of these bits here. Actually, see that? That's soaking that. Soaking. So we'll not bother with that. Right, see us back at the shelter. Well, back at the tent. Well, back at the hot tent. Well, just where I'm camping, eh?
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing. Faces merchant change.
There we go, look. There's all my wood. I've still got some big chunky ones there to split up. I've got absolutely tons. Didn't realise how much I had cut. Then I've got a big massive pile at the back. And I've got all my little small bits with me silver birch there as well. And some bits that just need a cutting or snapped a bit because they're just a bit too long. But there you go. But I've noticed there's a few midges flying around like. Hence because I'm near the water's edge. Right, I tell you what a glorious day. I'm so happy. I'm so happy the weatherman's got it wrong, because this has turned out to be a really nice time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll spin you around, sorry. I think my time has come to get a cup of tea. I wish I had brought some chocolate bars or something. I nearly did bring loads of snacks with us, you know, but I thought what I've got for tea tonight will be enough. So tonight I'm going to be cooking bangers and mash with gravy and onions. Onions! Yes, some onions! And tomorrow I'm going to be knocking up a bit of egg and bacon. And a bit of onions, if I've got any left. And I might even knock up a little bit of mash and mix all that in with it as well. It's just going to be an all-in sort of thing. And I brought some salt and pepper. And I think I forgot to bring some herbs and spices, like, but never mind. Stop looking at my ugly mug. Just look at this view I've got. Now a lot of people say that when you're kipping next to running water, you can hear lots of voices. So I'll probably be going, who's that? Who's that? Is there somebody crawling around the back of my tent? I don't know. I think there's somebody behind me. No, run for the hills, Forest. You know who I'm on about. Yes. The dark creatures of the night are scaring us. Yes. Well, I didn't get any comeback off the last piss take. I don't know, certain people running through the woods and they're getting spied on of things, so as if I'm bothered. But yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. It's lovely down here. It's nice and peaceful. Sound of running water in the background. But I tell you what, this arm is killing. So I'm going to take some time out. I'm going to get me brew made, and I'm going to sit on that log, and I'm going to sit and chill and just look down at the river and watch the end of the sunrise. And I might even bring you along for it. I'm just hoping, because the sun's round about there, I might get a bit of a... I think it's gone behind the hill, like, to be honest. But I still might get something off it. Nice colours in the sky and that. So you never know. I think it's about 3:20, something like that. So we've got about an hour, like 45 minutes before the sun sets properly. So we'll see you in a little while, crocodiles. Ching ching.
Blue dew, bad mood, sort of weirdly and jaded, but let's not talk about you, your cloudy song.
Right, well, good evening everybody. As you can see, it's pitch black. It's now 4:45 and the temperature has dropped. It still isn't really cold, but I'm starting to feel getting cold in my body now. And I can hear the owls in the background kicking off as well. So happy days. But obviously, ooh, someone's just walked on my grave. But obviously, I've got the running sound of the water constantly all night. I'll probably be up peeing. But seeing as it's dark, and it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and we've only got 15 minutes to wait, so I might as well get myself a JD's poured out in me big cup on me new little table. Yes, it's a fantastic little table, that's it's ideal. It's all you need, something to put your cup on, stop it getting spilled over. But yeah, I've had a really pleasant day today. I've just been sitting and listening to some tunes there. I've just found a new group to listen to. And the music's really good. So, happy days. I'm not going to tell you who it is. But I'll tell you what I will be doing soon, like, because I have got absolutely tons of firewood. And I've still got bits I can cut up if I want to. Some of the logs probably need split. I love that sound of the noise of the owls. Right, cheers everybody. Thanks for watching the video so far. And we'll see what tonight brings. But as you can see, it's starting to get chilly now. I think the temperature is going to drop down to about 8 or 9 degrees, but obviously I'm in a bit of a valley, in a dip, so it's going to get a lot colder down here, hence why I'm in a hot tent tonight. Oh hey, nectar of the gods, nectar of the gods. I'm just going to take my time on that as well, and I'm going to put my lid on just to stop anything from flying in. I've got the front of my shelter open at the minute. Now coming down here is there will be a net coming zipped in soon once I batten down the hatches, get the stove on, because I tell you what, like, my hands are cold, but yeah, brilliant. So yeah, I'm all set up, got a nice big thick sleeping bag. I'm not sure whether to put the I might put me bivvy bag on as well, because obviously I'm going to be brushing up against this tonight, because I'm right up at the back end, like at the back of the shelter, so I've got all this room in the front to sit and relax in. So obviously I'm going to get condensation and it's going to go onto my sleeping bag. Now I've got a synthetic sleeping bag, so it's not too bad, it'll still work and keep us warm through the middle of the night. But I think I might just get me British Army Gore-Tex bivvy bag out. It's a nice big heavy duty thing, and yeah, it'll just stop me bag getting wet. So I think that's the plan of action, because I think I am going to end up getting condensation, because later on tonight I will be dropping the main like the porch area. I'll be dropping that down. I'm not sure if I'm going to zip it up all the way though, but I think I'll be dropping it down. And yeah, so I'll give it about half an hour and then we'll get the stove lit, and then I'll start thinking about getting some food on, because I've had nothing to eat since about 8 o'clock this morning. So I'm quite peckish because I forgot to bring me snacks. But anyway, let's get another drink of this. Cheers everyone. Right, well, I'm not sure if you can see me, but I think you can see the stove. I've already put a few bits of wood in there. I'm just going to hire a couple of more bits in. Alright, now I've been checking the actual gap down the bottom here, and there's very little. But obviously I've got this other side little door open, which is really good. Alright, and then I've got some little twigs all down here. And I've got these bits of silver birch. I'm going to use some of them now, and I'm going to keep some for tomorrow morning just in case. But I have got firelighters as well, so you know, we'll put a couple of little decent bits in there. And I'm going to try and use these to light up the fire when I can find me glove, me lighter. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to light these with a lighter. Okay. As you can see, they go quite well when you're not dropping them on all your wood, like. Now it helps when you can see what you're doing. Well, there you go. That's all going now. Hopefully it stays alight. Yeah. Happy days. Now we'll get some of these little twigs in. That's all catching there now, look. Tell you what, let's just hide this in, because I've got fire lighters and everything as well. So we might as well use the stuff that I've went and foraged. That'll get the fire going really well. Right, you can see that lovely. Now I am noticing a bit of smoke coming out the side here, which is going to be a bit alarming for me. But we'll let the stove settle, we'll see what it's like. And if it's too smoky, what I'll do is I'll leave the side door open. You know, but obviously I've got the main door open at the moment, so it is going to, you know, be a bit smoky out here. until the fire settles. There we go. I should have cleaned my glass as well. I'm going to have to use my jumper. So what you should do is put a little bit of charcoal on your glass and it cleans it right up. So you have all that muck on there now. But never mind. Let's get this shut. And we'll see how much heat and how much smoke comes out. Actually, it's calmed right down there now. It was just the initial burn, I think, but already I can feel some lovely heat coming from there. As you can see, it's glowing. I've got my sausages on the go and I've got some water boiling at the back there as well. Fingers crossed it all works out together. But yeah, there's not going to be any major like cooking scenario on here, time lapses and things, because I'm sitting chilling. Alright, I'm just going to be bringing these back as and when. As you can see, I've got my national helpers on. Because I've just been checking out some things on the phone and that. But yeah. Now I've took them off, I can't see shit. I've still got the main canopy open and it's lush and warm. The heat coming off the fire is just coming through and it's just like sitting there on a normal day. So I'm not going to shut it. I did have a couple of issues with the fire at first. As you can see, the glass is canny black, but there's enough heat there. The sausages are just going to be cooking without, sorry I've got my camera everywhere, I'm going to be cooking the sausages without any oil because I've went and forgot it as per normal. So I'm going to get stuck into this and get these cooked. And then I've got mashed potato to get done with the hot water that's getting cooked there, boiled there. When the sausages are nearly done, I'm going to add a half a packet of mushrooms and then obviously make up some gravy and then make up some, what do you call it, some mashed potato. Yes, it's got added butter, very nice. A little bit of spice would be nice, but I haven't brought any. But I've got these here. I've got some salt and some pepper. So I'll just sprinkle a little bit of that on. But anyway, I'm going to crack on with my sausages. I need to get me fork out and start moving them because I forgot my spatula as well. Forgot a lot of things on this camp. But what I haven't forgot is I'm drinking a Jack Daniels. See you later. Now we're gone. mashed potato, sausage, onions, and tomatoes. Where's tomatoes come from? Some let's get it all out. Only hide half the packet in. Thinking about keeping some for tomorrow, but knowing me, I'll probably just put some more in. I've got some salt here, so I'm just going to give myself a little couple of fingers of salt and some pepper. I'm just going to shake that on. Lovely jubbly. So there we go, everybody. Bangers and mash, gravy and onions. Let's get set up, let's sit properly and we'll get a taste. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's me bangers and mash with some gravy and that. So I'm just going to get it mixed up a little bit of mash, a bit of gravy. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's nice and hot. These sausages. Oh, they're different. I've never had wild boar sausages before. I'll tell you what, that's nice, that. So I'm just gonna yeah. Oh, hey. Lovely that. I think that's going to be just the right amount for me. And if it's not, I've got some custard for later. I've saved some water off me out of my pot. And I'm going to sit back, relax and enjoy this. I can't believe how nice it feels in this tent. I've got the frontage wide open. The stove's not really banging out absolutely tons of heat. It's quite a mild night anyway. I've had some funny little creatures crawling inside the shelter as well, but that's to be expected. I've got loads of leafage and everything all over the ground, so there'll be all sorts crawling about, earwigs and everything. But yeah, that's really nice, that, really nice. And the sausage is really good. I'm glad I fried it a bit and then boiled it for a bit. Yeah. Right. I'm not going to keep stuffing my face and talking to you. I'm going to get back, sit back, relax and enjoy that. That is a lovely meal, that. Nice, quick and easy as well. Didn't take too long to cook. So anyway, I'm going to sit and relax. I'm going to polish off my first Jack Daniels. Oh, I've got about 2 mouthfuls left and I'll be cracking open another one. I'm going to sit and bang some tunes out, eat me food and relax, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Alright, I'm sure I'll be back for a chat. Chin chin, see you later. Right, well, it's only 8 o'clock at night. I've ended up shutting the front of the shelter, just the net though. I'm starting to get quite a lot of things flying in this way. So I've just shut that over. I've left my canopy up outside, just so I can get in and out nice and easy. And also it's just going to vent the area because I've got a wood burning stove in here. But also what I forgot to mention is I always bring one of these with us. See, I've got a few things flying in here. But yeah, I bring one of these all the time. Whereas these are lifesavers. It's a carbon monoxide. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Carbon monoxide alarm system. Okay, so when I'm transporting this and when I'm storing it, I always keep the batteries in and I test it as well when I'm at home. But I always put the batteries in the wrong way, well, the middle one in any way. And then when I get in, oh, should have warned you about that. But that's the alarm setting. Alright, and then it should have little flashing lights on, and I turned up the right way, and it should come up a little light. But what we're going to do is we're going to test it, and there you go, there's the green light, little red flag flashing. It's going to bleep a couple of more times. And that's that set. There, that final bleep, that tells you it's set. And if you keep watching this while I'm talking, you'll see it flick now and again. This is going to be put down at the back end of the shelter on top of my Bergen. Alright, and obviously I've got the air vent, I've got ventilation in any way with the big net at the front, but this is just another safety precaution that you should always take when you're having a hot tent. Okay, so I've took my waterproof bottoms in that off as well. I was going to take my boots off, but I know for a fact as soon as I take my boots off I'm going to need a pee. And I'm just sitting on the bed at the minute, so everything's finger licking good like. But I'm just on a small tripod, but I've got lights on and all sorts on it. As you can see, stove's going well, and I've still got tons of wood, absolutely tons. Like, I've just filled it up there, so it's a bit red at the moment because the wood's just trying to take. Some of it's quite chunky, and I've just done all my dishes as well, just to get them all out the way. Let's hide a small light on. I'm not going to hide my big light on. Where's me switch? Whoa, Jackie, that's bright. But yeah, do you know when people say when you're next to a river and you're sitting there and you feel like you can always hear voice? I keep hearing someone. I keep hearing voices. It's a weird feeling, because I'm positive I've just heard someone shouting Jim there before. There's nobody there though, because I'm in the middle of nowhere. But I've got my knife and my axe handy, because I've got loads of lights on in here now. See, I keep hearing it there again. It's strange, really strange. But yeah, I've just been sitting chilling, listening to music, tidying up a bit. I've done all my dishes. Instead of wasting my water, what I've done is I've just baby wiped everything, and then a small sprinkle of water on with me tea towel, which is a half of a shemag. I've got tons of them, that's what I use these for. And once it's got loads of holes in, then I throw it away. But yeah, everything's done, so I'm just sitting chillaxing. I was going to think about getting my carving kit out, but I would just make a total mess, and I'm just enjoying listening to music. And I'm going to actually go to the toilet, have a pee, and I'm going to come back and I'm just going to see if I can get some nice tunes on. I'll possibly watch a little bit of a YouTube or something, because there's a couple of YouTubers out that's got videos out now that I want to watch, and I'm just going to take some time out for myself, because that's what it's about. It's about coming out, enjoying yourself. Obviously if you're a YouTuber you do a little bit of videoing and things like that, but the main thing about it is it's enjoying that peace, like not the peace and quiet, but just enjoying that relaxing moment. Obviously if I've got music playing, I don't blast it either, by the way. It's just nice to just relax and enjoy being out. But I tell you what though, this weather is unbelievable. I suppose if I was without me hot tent, without me stove, I'd probably have my jacket on by now. But yeah, it's just fantastic. And anyway, waffle. I'm going to take a couple of hours out, unless anything untoward happens. I'll see you in a while. Didn't know why I done that for. See you later. Good evening everybody. It's 10 to 11 at night. I've just been out for my last pee of the night, and I've battened down the hatches, and I tell you what a difference. Having that front shelter part shut, the heat coming off that stove at the back is unbelievable, like. So I'm about a quarter of the way through drinking me last Jack Daniels, and I said vodka there, my last Jack Daniels and Coke. I've just been sitting chilling for the last few hours watching a few YouTube videos. I've got a lush bit of heat coming from behind us, so if you can have a look, you probably see the fire there through the netting. I'm just stopping all the shit flying through now, like all the bugs. But I've got a nice bit of heat. I've got tons of wood left, like absolutely tons. So if I wake up early in the morning, I'll definitely be getting that stove back on and keeping nice and chilled, nice and warm.
I'm dying for a Papadon bridge. The old King Kong's finger, the teddy bear's arm sticking out. And I don't want to have a dump truck around here, if you know what I'm talking about. So, however, let's get up, let's get packed away, and let's get out of Dodge City.
Well, as you can see, the fire's going. I've got my pot on. I've just been out in the rain for a pee, and there's quite a few puddles. Oh, didn't realise that was on. Got a few puddles right next to the front of the top where the ground's got little divots in. So obviously it's been coming down off the top, off the shelter, and just forming straight on them. So it's kind of muddy out there, like. So I'm glad I've got all these mats on the ground, like me German mat. But as you can see, underneath, these tents are great for what you can do in them, but the ground sheet's crap. Look, the floor's saturated. They're just too weak. They're not good enough. I need to shut that door now. I forgot to shut that door. I'm getting loads of smoke in my shelter. But anyway, yeah. Aye. There's enough heat coming off there, but not enough to boil the water just yet. I'm just going to get it built up, tidy up. I'm in no hurry for a brew, and if I am, I can just put my gas stove on. But I'm going to start dismantling the bed and everything, get things packed away in my Bergen. And that gives us more room to sit and do things in here. As yeah, I'm just sitting on the floor at the moment. But you can see what I mean about having the extra mat. I think what I'll need to do is I'll try and find get a decent footprint for this shelter so it fits perfect. But like I say, having the German army mat inside has really saved me bacon, like otherwise everything would just be getting wet. It's only where I've been sitting and standing. If you have a look underneath the bed, it's all dry underneath there, you know what I mean? So obviously with pressure on the ground, it's just not, it's not stand, but it is a little bit better. I did fab seal it the last time I used this. It done that, but then it started puddling, where now it's just a dampness. But yeah, German army ground sheets are amazing. It's like an elephant ground sheet. Brilliant. Best £10 I ever spent that. And that was years and years ago I bought that. Oh, matron. And anyway, I'm just waffling. It's going to be a wet day. I've just checked the forecast. It's going to be wet all day. So I'll be packing up in the rain. So the most I can get in my Bergen, the better. Happy days. See you in a bit. Well, that's me just about packed up. I'm not going anywhere yet though. It's only 7:25. I've still got my breakfast to cook. I've got a nice brew done. Just gonna have a taste. I've been let it stand for a couple of minutes, but it's still scorchy. I can't even get that on my lips. That's proper well hot. So anyway, I'll just let that cool down to the nice temperature. Hence why I didn't really boil my water till it bubbles. And just when it starts steaming a lot, stick my finger in it. If it's warm enough, then I normally pull it, make a cup of it, especially when I'm camping. Otherwise, I'm just sitting for ages like I am now, waiting for it to cool down. But it's still pouring down with rain. I've left this far corner, the canopy, I've tied it back up to the tree, just to allow a little bit of airflow. And yeah, I can now feel a breeze coming through, but it's a nice breeze. The fire's really working well, and as you can see, I'll put a picture up now. The wood has disappeared quite a lot, but there's still tons there. I always overdo it, but at the back of you there's a big massive rock and a tree, and there's a bit of an overhang there. It's not massive, but it'll be enough to stash a few bits of firewood, and then I've got a couple of other places where I can stash some as well, try and keep it out of the elements in case I come back down here again. If I don't, it'll just rot away in any rate, so it's not a drama. But I can see me definitely coming down here, especially in the summer months, because it is beautiful. Obviously it'll be midge-fest like, but there's some belter spots. There's a great spot up the top that I was going to contemplating on leaving this area and going to there, but I wanted to be near the river. So anyway, next time you see me, I'll be getting some food on the go. It might be partially cooked when I bring you along, or I might do it from scratch. Okay, but in any rate, waffle, and if you've gotten all the way through the video so far, thank you very much, it's really appreciated, and welcome to all new subscribers as well.
In a world of green, just like a dream, you and I standing wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm kiss, a love so strong, a bliss. Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back, you'll see. Oh, dandelion, the strength that you've shown, stronger each year.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 eggs, onions, 4 slices of bacon all sliced up, 2 sausages all sliced up, fried in the frying pan on the stove, and that's a good plate of goodness that. Before I add any salt and pepper, I'm just going to have a taste and see if it's salty enough off the bacon. Oh, that's bloody delicious that. These sausages are amazing as well. Now, I definitely don't need to add anything to it. That's going to be a nice hearty breakfast for me this morning. That'll keep me going until I get home later on today, because I'm going to head off up to camp and just quickly check on that before I go home. So what I'm going to do is, I'm letting the fire die down now. There's still a tiny bit of wood in it, so it'll probably take a while to burn. And then I'm going to start packing the rest of my stuff away. Probably make another brew as well in the meantime, and just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the morning. It sounds like the rain's stopping, so there's a little bit of a breeze picking up as well, so it's happy days. But, oh, that's lovely that. Right, waffle, I'll see you later on, okay? Because I'm going to sit back, relax and enjoy that. I've still got half a brew here as well, which is getting kind of cold now. So I think I'll get another one on the go. See you in a bit. Well, you can all tell it's been raining all night. The river's a little bit more swelled up than what it was, and it's running a lot faster. But anyway, that's me all packed up and ready to go. I've just got to try and get my Bergen on my back, which weighs a ton, and get out of Dodge. So the only thing I've got left to do really is get a couple of old logs and put them up against all that there. So I've got a bit of an overhang here, a bit of a rock, and it's nice and dry under there, so I'm going to leave all that wood there in case I come back down to this location and I've got my stick leaning up against the side. So I'll probably get that dead bit of wood and that dead bit of wood and just put them over the top of that just to hide it a bit. But this is the area where I've kept. As you can see, it's nice and clean. There's a couple of little bits of ash. Everything's out. I've been getting my cup, putting it in the river and pouring over all the ash out of the fireplace, and that's it. Because this is a leave no trace policy down this end of the woods. Alright, it's just beautiful. I wouldn't build down here, and I've already been told I can't. Because in the summertime and anyway, the cows come in all this area, and I've seen footprints where the cows come down here. So keeping here in the winter time is going to be ideal. But yeah, there you go. I've just got my chest rig, got my shelter on the side instead of the bottom. I just couldn't fit it. I've just rolled up as best I can. It's absolutely soaking wet, so a lot of drying out to do when I get home. But other than that, I've had a fantastic night, and there's absolutely tons of footage, so it's going to take me hours and hours to go through all this and break it all down into a reasonable video for you to watch, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Okay, and if you have and you're new to the channel, consider hitting that like, comment and subscribe. Okay, and welcome to all new subscribers. It's been fantastic, as I've said before. I've really enjoyed it, and last night was just so chilled. The meals I made were really nice as well. Might not have looked it on the camera, but I tell you what, that breakfast this morning set me up for the day. So I'm going to head back up the hills, through the valley and back to my car, and then I'm going to go and park in my other location and then head off up to the main bushcraft camp and just quickly check on it. I might bring you along for that, just for a quick bit of footage on here as I'm talking, to see whether the tarps have survived all this bad weather we've had in the last week. Okay, because last week I come up and there was a big bath in it. Alright, so anyway, thanks for watching everybody. I might not be out next weekend because I'm got a couple of dates out with the wife. Okay, so if there isn't a video after this one, my apologies, but do hold on, there will be more to come. I've got an amazing adventure coming up down in the Lake Districts with Rick T Outdoors on the Christmas week, so that'll probably be my New Year's Eve video. Okay, so anyway, take care. As Rooney says, be nice, look after each other, and I'll see you on the next one.